Greetings, light workers. This is Oya Transformation, and this is your Oracle reading for August the 20th, 2022. This is a 3-card reading, and the first card is coming from the Earth Magic deck, and it is River, signifying movement. How many ways can we analyze from a spiritual realm what river means? What river means to me is getting in and remaining in the flow. Only you know exactly what the flow is for you, but let's take a broad stab at it and make it good medicine for us all. The flow is away from pushback. So whatever you see or whomever you see or whatever situations in your life you see as antagonistic to the breath, the rhythmic, energetic way your spirit moves, when you feel yourself tightening up because it's too much, remove yourself. Because that means you're about to get out of flow. And I recognize we can't do that all the time, but as often as you can, feed your spirit. I'll say that again. As often as you can, feed your spirit in loving ways. Feed your spirit in flow. Because we are spirit. Even though we do a lot to objectify and analyze and fine-tune what we see in the physical, we need to recognize, love on, and embrace who we are in the spirit, because that is what's real, that is what's long-lasting, that is what we are here to fine-tune. Because from the day we are born, these bodies are beginning to decay. And you say, oh, no, not mine. I'm fighting it tooth and nail. Well, I'm fighting it tooth and nail. I ain't mad at you. But stay in the flow in your head so that your spirit can stay elevated and not constricted because you find yourself pushing back more often than flowing. The second card in this reading is from the Ascended Masters deck, and it is crystals. And this is asking us to find beautiful things and keep them around us that come from the earth, that will allow us to intuit better, that will allow us to be more in tune with the resonance of the earth, so that when we do find ourselves in the midst of pushback, we have something that we can hold, something that is tangible, that reminds us that the flow is accessible. We can return to flow by remembering it is a part of the whole. I am a part of the whole, and it is not my responsibility to spend a lot of time in things that get me out of that recognition. Just talking about me. If you kind of learn who you are and are able to articulate who you are, it is so much easier to live in this world, because you recognize more often than not what your needs are. And if and when you do that, you're able to meet those needs as best as possible, and you're less apt to be resentful about the people and the situations in your life that do not allow for you to meet those needs easily or do not support you meeting them. Final card in this reading is from the Louise Hay deck, and it is I have the perfect living space. So wherever you are, recognize it's exactly where you're supposed to be. And because it's exactly where you're supposed to be, do whatever you can to make it as comfortable as possible. Because this is where you are now. And you're not guaranteed to be anywhere else. And if you can't find peace and comfort in the place you sit, starting with in your skin, you can take that to your living room sofa, your porch, your backyard, your bathroom. If you can't find a place to be comfortable there, it's nobody's fault but yours. And this says, I see myself living in a wonderful space. It fulfills all my needs and desires. It is a beautiful location and at a price I can afford. Give thanks for these tidbits of medicine that support you walking strongly on your journey to the next destination. We hope that little bit of medicine was tasty and supports you to move on in a healthy way. Namaste, and thank you for listening. Be well.